Hello everyone. So we have successfully completed the first session of the day and we move on to the second session of Invest Kerala Global Summit 2025, the German country session. I am very privileged to be hosting you all today here. Now with further ado, let us invite all the dignitaries who will be joining us today for the session. Starting with, I would like to invite Mr. Echi Ahim Burkhardt, Consul General of Federal Republic of Germany. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Following him, we have Mr. Thomas John. Following him, we have Mr. Thomas John, MD Alpay Diagnostic Limited and co-chair of FICCI Kerala State Council. Following him, we have Mr. Madhusudanan, Regional Director, Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. Following him, we have Ms. Seema Bharadwaj, Director, India, German Trade and Investment. Following her, we have Ms. Ambiga, Chief Representative, NRW Global. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Julie River, Country Head, GIZ, India. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the dignitaries who will be presenting for this particular session today. One round of applause for all of them, please. Further on, I invite Mr. Farhad Wamia to please lead us with the session. So please. Once again, a round of applause for the person who will be leading us with the session, Mr. Farhad Wamia.
Thank you. Thank you very much and welcome everybody to this session. Thank you for coming to this session. You had lots of choices, but you chose to come to the German country session. A warm welcome. It's my pleasure to request our Consul General, His Excellency Achim Burkhardt, who has jurisdiction for Karnataka and Kerala, to make the welcome address. Mr. Burkhardt.
Thank you so much. And the first thing I will do, say a hearty welcome. And the second thing I will do, I step aside and will show you a little video on Germany.
Where in the world is the best place to do business? The answer you often get is Germany. Because Germany works. Let's see why. Take the car industry. Germans invented the car and never stopped reinventing it. This permanent quest for better solutions has shaped a unique industrial landscape. Unique like our infrastructure and logistics. Excellent roads, harbours and airports lead you from the heart of Europe to wherever you wish to trade. A remarkable example of what Germans achieve when sharing a mutual purpose are green industries. In only a couple of years, green energy has replaced nuclear twofold. And by 2025, 20% of Germany's GDP is expected to become 100% eco-friendly. Such quality of life improvements are also driving life sciences in Germany. Today, the German life sciences industry, from startups to big enterprises, churns out more patents than any other country in Europe. Germany is also the biggest market for IT in Europe, not because of omnipotent unicorns, but because of a vivid IT scene transforming traditional German strongholds into industries of the future. Speaking of futurism, the fusion of IT and cutting-edge hardware is making our machines so smart they're about to start a new industrial revolution. You see, Germany works because all of its parts work together. A smoothly running engine that powers business. Your business. Germany works.
Thank you so much for that wonderful video. It's really, a great privilege to see your own country, presented like that. In our national colors, actually, which are black, red, and gold. So, good afternoon again, and I extend to all of you present a heartfelt welcome again to the German country session at Invest in Kerala 2025 in Kochi. It is truly an honor to be here today to talk about the thriving potential of Kerala as a destination for investment and to explore the deep ties between Kerala and Germany that can pave the way for mutual benefit and, all important for us, growth. Kerala is known for its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. I've seen a lot of that already. But beyond that, it has established itself as a dynamic hub beyond hub for innovation, technology, and sustainable industries. The state of Kerala offers an industrial landscape with one of the highest literacy rates in India and a skilled workforce. From tourism to technology, Kerala offers a wide range of sectors for investment. The state is strategically positioned with access to 2 major seaports. I've recently seen also the new one south of Tiruvananthapuram, and which boosts maritime trade. The state also boasts 4 international airports, and a 5th is coming up. So, along with a robust inland waterway system that all enhances connectivity to Kerala, Kerala is easily accessible. Unfortunately, we don't have yet a direct flight to Kerala, but it's only a 45-minute hub flight from Bangalore. We have 10 direct flights with Lufthansa in and out of Bangalore per week. As you may already know, Kerala has long been home to thriving traditional industries, and the Chief Minister this morning at the inauguration ceremony was alluding to them, such as handloom, cashews, handicrafts, bamboo, Ayurveda, spices. Actually, my most beloved pepper I use in the kitchen, because I'm a dedicated cook, is pepper from Kerala. Best I've ever had, and I will always and only take this one. So, and next to the spices, high quality other food products. These are Kerala's strengths, and these sectors continue to offer a tremendous potential. And it is always great to invest in strength. We see huge export of these products from Kerala. Same goes for tourism. Kerala has been a very popular touristic destination for Germans, and we have to build on that. I think there was a little cut down post-COVID, but we have to really enhance that number of tourists coming again to this wonderful place on this planet. But beyond these traditional industries, Kerala is also moving forward with a keen focus on the future. The state's priorities lie in sectors like artificial intelligence, information technology, renewable energy, electric vehicles, health tech, high-tech, farming, aerospace, defense, and the maritime sector. German companies are already involved, for example, in the defense shipbuilding, as the gearbox of the first homemade Indian aircraft carrier, the gearbox big as 2 houses, I think it's as big as this room here, was done by the German company called Renk. So a ship proudly built in Kerala with German technology inside. I really appreciate that. So these are areas where there is an excellent alignment between the interests of both Germany and Kerala. Germany, on the other hand, is a global leader in renewable energy. You have seen that in the film a little bit. IT, AI, electric vehicles, and health tech, and actually Industry 4.0 is a German invention. So sectors which are also gaining increasing importance in Kerala's industrial landscape. The shared focus on sustainable development, technological advancement, and innovation provides fertile ground for partnerships, investments that will benefit both of our countries. In fact, we already see the impact of such collaborations. Take, for example, the German giant D-Space, which has established a competence center in Tiruvananthapuram. The company, which specializes in mechatronic system software technology, recognized Kerala's conducive environment for industries to thrive. They chose Kerala over metropolitan hubs like Bengaluru, Chennai, or Pune, particularly praising the state's highly skilled labor force. D-Space is now working on cutting-edge IT, AI technologies and developments in medical technology and aviation, creating opportunities for both Kerala's skilled workforce and Germany's industry leaders. And I also hear that DSpace has partnered with ASAP of Higher Education Department of the Kerala government that focuses on training students to improve their employability. This is fantastic. This ensures that your talent pool aligns with the global demands in technology and innovation and makes Kerala attractive for investment. This partnership exemplifies the value of collaboration where both German expertise and Kerala's workforce contribute to mutual success. In Kerala, we see the flourishing of a growing IT ecosystem, making it an ideal location for German companies like Adesso or Allianz to expand their presence. Allianz's success in Kerala speaks to the state's thriving tech sector. And we cannot forget the long-standing ties between Kerala and Germany. Our historical connection goes back to the great Hermann Gundert, whose work on the Malayalam dictionary continues to be celebrated today. This bond has deepened over years. We have skilled migration from Kerala to Germany in the healthcare and IT sector. Many talented professionals migrate from Kerala to Germany. We, Germany, have the most liberal migration policy in place on this planet, and Germany, we are very happy to have young talents from Kerala. This is also in the interest of the state of Kerala, and that is why we could successfully complete the Triple Win project, which is here in Tiruvananthapuram mainly, and organized by GIZ. In fact, when I was in the hospital in Germany some time ago, I was looked after by a nurse from Kerala, so we had many things to talk about. The government of Kerala has worked hard to create a conducive environment for growth, offering incentives, infrastructure, and policies that foster international development. This forward-thinking approach is precisely what makes Kerala an attractive destination for global investors, including those from Germany. So, to conclude, Kerala is not just a place of scenic beauty and cultural richness. It is also a vibrant, dynamic hub for industry and innovation. With a focus on sustainability, technology, and skill development, Kerala offers tremendous opportunity for German companies to invest, collaborate, and grow. Kerala is one of the German industries and investors' landscape, and I promise you that we at the German Consulate General, we will continue to keep that not only alive, but to broaden and deepen the collaboration. And when I talk about collaboration, there are other players in that German-Indian realm. We have, for example, a state-sponsored agency, which is GTAI, I think, where is... there's Seema. They are actually organizing, and should we talk about it, in and outgoing investment. So ingoing and outgoing, because I believe, and we believe very strongly in the fact that it's a partnership on eye level. It's not something where we come here and then take your talents and take the money back. It has also be something which has to be good for Kerala, Keralites, and Keralite companies coming to Germany and strive and grow in Germany. And just to give you a figure, if you take the trade actually between India and Germany, there's practically no trade deficit on any side, which is very rarely for an export-driven country like Germany. So it's really a very good number. So we have somebody else who will speak later, Ambika Banotra over there. She's from NRW Global Business. You know, Germany is also a federal state. So Kerala, as a federal state in India, we understand each other. We understand what federalism is and what the power of a federal state is. She's representing that. She's bringing investment from India to Germany, but also German companies here to India. So when you're interested in that, also talk to her. And then we also GIZ there. That is a state-owned private limited, I think, PVTL, yes, which has two sides, which has a kind of a consultancy branch, which is GIZ International, and has a corporation branch, which is GIZ. So they're also here. They will talk also later on that. There are plenty of opportunities, for example, in the tech sector, especially in the renewable energy sector and in green urban mobility. So if you use your water metro here, GIZ was very much involved in that. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I already spoke too much. I would like to hand over the talk to you for that. Thank you so much and enjoy the session.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The key message from what we just heard from the Council General, Kerala is inviting, but Germany is even more inviting. Kerala, what we heard from the opening session for those of us who were there, from the Honorable Chief Minister onwards, actually Kerala is hungry. It is looking for taking top spot in India in a number of different sectors, and it is laying itself open for that. And what we heard from the Council General, for those of you who live in Kochi, I was going to ask who has used the water metro, and do you know that there was German cooperation behind it? If you use the metro, the lines that run through the city, there was German cooperation behind it. The nurses you already spoke about, there's German cooperation behind it. And the airport. We heard the airport described in some detail in the opening session. Germany was there when it all started. So you have a good bed in this room. I'm glad to see that it's filling up even more. It's now my pleasure to invite Thomas, who is the MD of Agape Diagnostic Limited and co-chair of the FICCI Kerala State Council. Thomas, please go ahead.
Respected His Excellency Mr. Hashim Burkat, sir, it's my pleasure to invite you and again see you here. Again, other special dignitaries from Germany and India. It is an honor to speak today about Kerala's incredible investment and trade opportunities. A hub of enterprise, innovation and sustainability, Kerala has emerged as a top investment destination in India. Strategically located on the transnational trade corridor, Kerala serves as a gateway to the global markets, linking Europe and the Pacific Rim with 4 international airports, 2 major ports, and upcoming transshipment hub at Vidiñam. Germany remains a key partner to India and to Kerala, ranking among its top trading partner and investors in Europe. German companies have made significant contributions to automotive, engineering, renewable energy, and pharmaceuticals. IT and software also present strong collaborating potential. Kerala's skilled workforce in AI, robotics, and cybersecurity offers German firms high-quality offshore development and support services. German interest in Kerala, especially wellness and Ayurveda industry, is increasing with a growing wellness tourism from Germany. This presents a significant opportunity to expand holistic health exports, making Ayurveda a key part of the bilateral trade. Kerala is not only just a center of culture and tourism, it is emerging as a leader in medical technology, where I belong, and life sciences. Our state contributes almost 20% of India's total domestic production of medical devices, a remarkable feat that highlights our capabilities in high-value, knowledge-driven industries. Companies like Terumo Penpal, Hindustan Latex Life Care, Next Group, Dencare, Jayon Implants, and my company Agape have established state-of-the-art facilities. Today, when we are discussing or when we are conducting this meeting, I'm happy to share that one of the delegations from Germany is visiting our company and doing the opportunities for a joint venture in India. With the world-class research institutions like Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Science and technologies and leading biotech firms, Kerala has the right ecosystem for R&D driven medtech innovation. Kerala ranks among India's top state of ease of doing business, supported by an efficient single window clearance system. The government has introduced key policies to foster investment. Kerala industrial policy focus on high-tech transition, skill development, and business environment. Export ESG, that is environmental, social, and governance and logistics parks policies ensure sustainability and global competitiveness. Mission 1000 aims to scale 1,000 enterprises into 100 crore business within 3 years. Environment air quality index very good, 1,000, almost less than 100, while other industrial cities in India is more than 400. Beyond policies, Kerala's 90% literacy rate and a strong higher education system provided a highly skilled workforce, ranking third in employmental skill readiness. The Kerala brand initiatives enhance globally acceptability for MSMEs, making Made in Kerala a trusted global level of quality. Kerala is no longer just a consumer economy, it is transforming into production and export hub. Focusing technology-driven industries, the state is ready to attract global investors in medtech, AI, renewable logistics, and biotech. As we strengthen our ties with the global partners like Germany, we must leverage our core strengths in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and renewable energy to create a long-term trade and investment opportunities. Kerala's investment potential is immense and rapidly growing. Our strong governance, forward-thinking policies, and focus on sustainability make us one of the most promising business destinations. Just before concluding with my experience, 2 minutes I wanted to talk. We are a company which started in 95 in Bombay. First 10 years we were operating from Bombay. 2005 we came here. Last 20 years successfully we are operating this state. We have many international association and cooperation. One of the best response which we got from most of the international companies, especially from Europe and Japan, the air quality and water quality. Because here, when you operate your organization here, you don't feel any suffocations on your lungs because our air quality is very, very good. And second, I would say that here the high skilled labor, because when any German company, you can see that a lot of Malayalis are working. So here when you start a company, definitely you get a highly skilled labor force. The last one, the political and bureaucrat systems are very, very transparent. Today you must have seen that. Very, very reachable. And these are all one of the main success for most of the companies who are working in Kerala. Of course, there are some disadvantages like highly polluting industry may not be ideal for Kerala, but definitely technology-driven companies, this is the ideal place. I welcome all the German delegate to start or support our Kerala companies. My special thanks to His Excellency Mr. Ashim Burkat and all other people who are coming here. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And thank you for making the pitch for Malayali in Germany. I'm not even sure of the numbers, but they're probably quite significant and in important sectors contributing to the German economy. No reason why it should not also happen the other way around. Okay, to move on now, I'd like to invite Madhusudan, who's the Regional Director for the IGCC based out of Bangalore. He's just taken over this role to share his thoughts.
Thank you for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, uh, it's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at the Invest Kerala Global Investors Summit 2025 here in the vibrant city of Kochi. And this summit serves as a testament to our collective ambition to foster robust economic ties and explore new avenues for cooperation between Kerala and Germany. So first and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for Fiki for being an esteemed summit partner and your unwavering support. I think a lot of teams were working, collaborating, and the dedication and preparation for this summit have been really, really invaluable. And thank you so much. And special acknowledgement goes to Mr. Xavier Matthews. I do not know if he's here around. Head of FICCI, Kerala State, and Mr. Thomas John MD Agape, who spoke to me, before me. And their hard work and commitment have played a pivotal role in making this session happen good. And sincere appreciation to Mr. Suraj, CEO of KBIP as well. And to begin, I must acknowledge actually the remarkable efforts of the entire team at the German consulate in Kerala, led by Ahim Bukart, the Consul General of Federal Republic of Germany. And your ongoing support for our projects and initiatives is deeply valued by all our members and partners. We have been seeing that. I think you have been interacting with D-Space, Alliance, and everyone, and see that all their requirements and encouragement is given so that they are actually being such a crucial part of this journey, their journey as well. And I take great pride in the substantial German delegation that has traveled to Kerala. Among them, Global Trade and Investment, SEMA, and NRA Global, Ambika, and the JSA team as well. So just to begin my session, can I have, yeah, I think I have my presentation on. So I just wanted to say that this session itself is actually this itself is a summit in itself, just showcasing our capabilities and how we wanted to foster collaboration. Just a minute. Just give me a minute, please. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm here to present the Indo-German business outlook. So before I move on, I just wanted to give a very high-level overview about Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. So I represent the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. We are a part of the worldwide network of close to about 140 German chambers of commerce located in 90 plus cities. So we are the largest chamber, bilateral chamber within the network within India. And we have close to about 4,000 members representing the German ecosystem. And we can proudly claim that we are the main catalyst for the promotion of trade and industrial relations between India and Germany. So we represent the German industry. I can proudly say that. And moving on, a little more details about the chamber itself. So this is founded in 56 in India. We have close to about 5 offices in India and 1 office in Germany. So we have 8 India desks in various bilateral chambers outside and in 15 India desks in Germany as well. So this is our network of ecosystem. And just coming to the Indo-German economic trades and relationship. So I just wanted to highlight a few things which many of you I think might know as well. But I just wanted to highlight this aspect is that India was one of the first countries to grant the diplomatic recognition for Germany post the Second World War. So, and this relationship goes from there onwards. And in 1951, And we have this formal establishment of diplomatic relationship between India and Germany. And in 2000, we have entered into the Indo-German Partnership Agreement. And a trivia here, and which was of surprise for me as well when I joined Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. So the IIT Madras was founded on the basis of Indo-German Intergovernmental Agreement in 1956. So that's like, you know, the long relationship which goes on. And if you look at the trade, and Mr. Hakim also mentioned this, that there is very less trade deficit. It's important to note here, because, like, you know, there's used to be huge trade deficit even with any countries whom we can call either China or anyone. So the total bilateral trade stands at $31 billion, and Germany accounts for close to about 20% of India's trade with the EU. So, so the top exports are textiles, chemicals, pharma, IT, and auto components. And the top imports from Germany are machinery, of course, and electronics, auto components, and chemicals as well. So just to give a very high-level landscape, one is, like, you know, Germany is India's 7th largest FDI. Close to about $14 billion investments has happened between 2012 and 2024, and close to about 2,000 plus companies are present here and across automotive, manufacturing, renewable energies, and other areas. Another important aspect which I wanted to touch is, while India is Germany is India's 7th largest, but actually India is Germany's 23rd, 24th largest, importing organization, country. So, so the recent FDI trends goes to the investments in green energy, Industry 4.0, and EV mobility. So quickly get into a little more details here. Let's not spend much time. This is about India, but I wanted to have your attention on the middle piece, so which is actually like the IT sector, which grows about 7 to 8%, and the renewable energy capacity addition, which is target is set, is about 500 gigawatt by 2030. So these two areas, I'll cover it in detail, like, you know, why it is important for Kerala to focus on. And we did our study with both in India and Germany. And this is the study result of it. So close to about 70% of the industry is showing confidence that there is going to be a significant market growth, and the market opportunities are in clean energy, EVs, automation, and healthcare space. So they recognize this particular aspect. And the 78% of the surveyed companies plan to expand investments in India within the next 5 years. And some of the key opportunities, as all know, this is talent, the ecosystem, and also the government norms as well. But there has been challenges on the other side, the regulatory bottlenecks and infrastructure gaps. These are some of the challenges, if it is addressed, which will help enhance the investments into the country. So, so this is an export base, like, you know, India is an export base, like, you know, we look at exporting from here. So we are a bilateral organization, while we take care of both investments into the country and outside the country. So this aspect looks at outside the country when we export. So close to about 33 companies currently utilize India as a production base. This includes the likes of your Bosches of the world, Siemens of the world. 45% of them plan to use India as a production base by 2029. I was like recently, yesterday in fact, it was Kronis who was actually did the groundbreaking in Bangalore. So there's a expansion plan. So again, the strategic advantages remains same: skilled workforce, cost efficiency, and market access. And I really, I'm sure that Kerala has all these aspects, all these elements within itself to attract more and more investments into the state. And we are there for that, and any support, we would like to work collaboratively with the government and other agencies to ensure that we attract more and more businesses into the state as well. So just touch on the on the geopolitical scenario as well, right? Like, there is a shift from reliance on China that's also pushing more and more organizations to set up their facility into the country. So I told you, like, I wanted to focus on these two key pillars. One key pillar which I mentioned is the growth of like IT and ITES services. So this is a snapshot of German GCCs in India. Close to about 75 plus German headquartered organizations are present in India, and having close to about 140 plus centers across India. So the total installed capacity only in the GCC landscape, when I say, is the IT and ITES and engineering services, is close to about 130 K talent which is being accommodated, which roughly translates to close to about 7.5 thousand actually of 7.750 K talent, indirect and direct, which we are working. So these are the sectors, and if you can look at the GCCs like Bosch, Deutsche Bank, SABs of the world, they have huge number of engineers operating into their premises as well. A quick point to note here is, as I think Kerala has few organizations, we should aim to attract more and more GCCs to the country, into the state, and we can work towards that aspect as well. So the second aspect which I mentioned on the trade side, so we can see that the trade with Germany, like, this is only the commodities and products. So we had touched high exports and high imports in the last 2 years, and we would want to continue this momentum, take it to the next stages as well. So this is an import side of it. You can see that the engineering side imports is $4.6 billion. So roughly, actually, that's really growing huge, and the electrical machineries is 2 billion. So we can see that which is actually giving away way to the textile and other areas. Next is our exports, top exports. Again, here we are also moving forward. You can see that the engineering aspect, which is actually growing more than the textile apparel segments. So this used to be the highest exports from India to Germany, but we are moving closely away to the engineering side as well. So what are the next steps? And so I just wanted to leave here with a few things here. We have a strong foundation between both the countries, and be it historical, political and economic collaborations, which is really, really strong. Trade and investments between both the nations have seen robust growth, and which pays for itself with very negligible, I should say, the trade deficit. And innovation is a cornerstone for both this economics, and strategic partnership and government initiatives are always welcoming here as well. So we should deepen the business ties through targeted initiatives. I think that will help us grow, go a long way, and leverage the German expertise to drive technological advancements, and monitor evolving policies and trade alignments and mutual interests. So I just wanted to, sorry, I just jumped in. I think this is a call to action. I think we should combine our efforts. So we are all here. You can see that, we have the GTI team, the NRI region, the GIZs, and the consulate support backing us. And we are all here to see that how we can enhance our collaboration and cooperation with the state, and see that more and more investments come into the state, as well as leverage the German expertise as well. So thanks a lot, and join hands for a prosperous, sustainable future in both economies. Thank you.
A very warm good afternoon from my side. My name is Seema Bharadwaj. A very warm welcome from my side as well. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you, Fahad, for the introductions. So, as Achim mentioned, this is a German session. We have various institutions which are here. And we wanted just to present you today why we are here for there to help you. So most of the times what I have seen is companies, individuals approach us when the program or the certain kind of problem has come up. So whole idea is to project and show you why we are here and how you can approach us. As my colleague mentioned, yes, yes, good. So I represent Germany Trade and Invest, and we are the economic development agency of the Federal Republic of Germany. I would like to there's not any similar institution what we have in India, so there are two parts. As the name says, one is trade. So these are the 4 business lines which we have. As we mentioned, there are 2 business lines. One is the trade. Therein we help German companies to internationalize. How do we do that? We have colleagues sitting worldwide together with the chambers, and we write reports. And we tell the German companies where are the more opportunities, whom you can approach, and how you can work. So check our website, you will get information. Other is the investor consulting, what I do. So my job is to help Indian companies set up office in Germany. Initially, right in the beginning, the third is location marketing. You saw this small clip of Germany Works. That was produced by GTI as well. And then we have one more new section, that is the Eastern Germany and structural change. So we help the eastern part of Germany and the areas where structural change is happening to develop. When I speak about Germany, I have 2 or 3 things, and there's a view and notion about it. So I just brought this map for you to get an idea. As Achim already said, Germany, like India, is a federal country. We have 16 states, and each state is very independent. And so when we see when you are investing in Germany or opening an office in Germany, it's very relevant to see at which location you go and why you are going there. There's one important point which I will highlight later on, which is regards to the taxes. But right in the beginning, I wanted to show you, see Germany, how many states are there, what are existing. We have sea in the north, and it's a landlocked country as well. There are many reasons why Germany. So I just listed them once. If any of you is interested, you will get the presentation later on. I've just picked up few points. So Germany is the leading economy of Europe. What is not known is that Germany has a GDP which constitutes almost 24% of the European Union. And almost 20% of the population of the European Union is in Germany. This is an interesting slide when we speak of why German companies and Indian companies are a good complement, is that you all are aware of Lufthansa, of Bosch and Siemens. These are huge companies, but 99% of the German economy is constituted of SMEs. So definition of SMEs, what we have in India is different what you have in Europe. It would be more or less if you have a turnover of 50 million euros and less than 250 employees, that is constituted as a SME in Germany or for European Union matter. So most of these companies are family-owned companies. Almost 99% companies are family-owned, and they have the same kind of background what we have here in India, and then German companies are very much happy to cooperate with the Indian companies because most of the Indian companies are family-owned companies. I mentioned initially why the location is very relevant. So here see, Germany is literally in the heart of Europe. So geographically, if you see, there's a Bavarian village called Gardheim, which is literally in the heart of Europe. If you can, and in Germany, if you have, it's right between the west and east part of Europe, you have access to the eastern part and access to the western part as well. And logistically, it's a good place to setting up your warehouses, catering to your different markets. And by road, from Germany, you can reach anywhere within the Europe within 24 hours, and flights is 3 hours. Now, this is also a very interesting slide. I was just talking to an individual here, and they were talking about why is R&D so intensive in Germany. I just wanted to bring you the slide to you and just tell the state of Bavaria, the amount of expenditure what Germany gives is equivalent to just the state of Bavaria, is equivalent to what Poland, Spain, and Portugal together is spending, is only the state of Bavaria spending on it. We have state of NRW. Again, they are highly spent. The expenditure, which is an R&D spend, is again equivalent to 3 or 4 countries in Europe, what just the state of NRW is saying. Again, then we have another example, the city of Berlin, which is relatively small. Their R&D expenditure is equivalent to what Poland gives. So Germany pays a lot of focus on R&D and quite a few, let's say, incentives. If you are going to work in these areas, Germany provides incentives in this field. Another factor, which I do for many companies who come and talk to us, they ask, Germany is very expensive. The trade rates are very expensive. So I just bought this, and this again has relevance. What we say is, why is the location important when you are there in Germany? So here to explain you, Germany's tax have 2 components. One is the corporate tax, which constitutes the half of it. So, and the other part is the local trade tax. Initially, what we have is the Germany tax rate is approximately as what you have in India as well, around 30%. So half of it, the corporate tax is the same in whole of Germany, but the rest, that's a trade tax. Therein, the states and the municipalities, they play a very important role wherein you go. So it makes a lot of sense when you are going to Germany and talking and setting up any office there, doing business, just to see where you are. And this is very visible by this map which you see. It is interactive. Normally, that's why there's a link also there. So the darker the region, the higher the tax. Lighter regions have a smaller tax. So let's say, stay with NRW. If you go to the city of Köln, you paid the highest tax, which is 32.5%. You move 25 kilometers further within NRW, that is Monheim, you pay 6-7% less. Again, you go to Hamburg, which is 32.3%. Move a little bit further, it's like 40 kilometers, Wedel is 27%. So the thing is, you cannot be generalizing that Germany is a high tax rate country. I would rather go to, I don't know, any of the neighbors, because a very conducive tax treaty is there. But that's not the case. If you do not come and talk to us, we cannot help you with that. So that's why it makes sense to reach out to any of the institutions which are here. By the way, German government has 3 economic development pillars. That's all the consulates abroad and the embassies and the chambers which are existing there, together with the Germany Trade and Advanced Offices. So if you have any information which you require them, speak with them, and you get the required information, or at least, let's say, if it's about any kind of development dates and cooperations you are talking, if any issues which are coming up. So one can actually direct and orient them towards these institutions which are there. Now, that's the hard fact. And the hard fact is about Germany is not well known as such. Why we go to Germany? I think Indians have a very strong, our neighbor which is down below, Switzerland. So they all want to find that the quality of life is romantic. Going there is very fun. No, but if you actually see almost 7 cities within Germany, they are rated in the high quality of life, yeah, from all the experts who are living there. So the many countries which are there in the cities, these we have listed here. About trade, already Madhu, you mentioned. So this was a high time which we have been seeing. So in the year 2022 and 23, it was the highest time. In fact, the trade deficit was almost zero, which existed at that point of time, and it's increasing more and more. So when we talk about investments about any country, it's a two-way street. If you want to have German investments into India, then of course trade is bound to happen. And as for us, trade is the pre-stage of when you invest. Yeah? So it's always good to be in certain networks, be existing here, and see that the trade increases. So there's always a huge, one other point which you mentioned, Fahad, was the 27th number is that India, FDI is at the 27th number. I think so there's a huge, huge room to improve, wherein the trade level between India and Germany can be increased. Here I got some, so where do the Indian investors go? So you never speak about it. It's the same thing, as I mentioned, India is like a very federal, federal states which are here in India, they're all very competitive. And you see 3-4 states, they are doing quite a lot, and quite a few are slowing and starting up. And similarly, in Germany, we have state of Bavaria, which is on the top. Most of the Indian investments go there, and I think because of the airport, direct flight there, and maybe Ambika, you should be working for Düsseldorf to get it, a direct flight, and that's North Rhine-Westphalia, which is at the number 2. So quite a few investors are going there. So, well, now what are the Indians doing? Where do they go? What are the sectors they are putting it? And it's not a surprise, but digitalization, IT, these areas are most of the Indian companies active. We have all the, so I call the IT big four from here, the Wipro, Infosys, TCS, they all are already present, but then there's a second level, and they're already catering to the very big companies in Germany. So if you talk of Daimler, you talk of Metro AG, you talk of Deutsche Telekom, they're all being served by Indian companies. So what we are talking here is about the big companies do not need as such support of the government agencies. But the second tier, the Mittelstand, what we are talking about is that we are reaching out to you, say there are companies, there is support wherein you can come and talk to us. So digitalization is the biggest sector which is happening on both the sides. And then of course followed by mobility, healthcare and life sciences, pharmacy, these are the sectors which are coming up. Now, I can really talk for a long time. Why Germany? What are we doing for you? What are we providing? How can we support you? What is the help we provide? So we work with all the 16 states within Germany, and the requirement of each company differs where they want to go. A company might be wanting to go to, let's say, I don't know, they require what is Hafen? A port. So, okay, they might be wanting to go to Hamburg, but because they want to have maybe a warehouse there. Other one wants to be near in the heart of Europe, where the logistics centers are existing. Maybe you want to go there. Other ones have places wherein you say, I want to be near to some company because there are certain clusters are existing. So the differences and the requirements, they vary. And accordingly, we help. Another major question which also comes to us quite often is, what is Germany offering us? Are there any incentives? Are there any tax rebates which are coming up? Yes, Germany is having that, but it's not a general thing. Again, it will depend on which location you are going to. I think for the state of NRW, my successor here, Ambika, will going to mention about what exactly they offer. But if you are with Germany, we can find the right location for you as per your requirements, and we help you in different stages. So there are grants, tax reliefs, loans, equity capital guarantees. So having said that, two things are very decisive when you are asking for any state help. One is the sector wherein which you are investing, and secondly, the employment generation which is going to happen from your investment, just so that you get an idea out of it. So these are just a few slides wherein I wanted to highlight what we do, how do we fit in the German ecosystem. And if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to us. And yeah, again, these services which I have mentioned, there are various services which we are offering you. And again, the biggest number which we wanted to highlight is there are at present 650 companies which are active in Germany, and they are employing almost 40,000 employees in Germany. So there's a huge scope above that, and please feel free to get in touch with us. You will get our, these are the major companies which we have. There are smaller companies as well. One is in fact sitting here. Next time they will be on a presentation slide. So thank you very much. These are my contacts, and feel free to get in touch with us and contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Seema, for that. What a wonderful sweep of opportunities that lie in Germany for anybody who is interested. And again, I suppose you're going to get a copy of the presentation, so take your time over it. And it has Seema's contact details. For more information, you can get it from her. So without any delay, I'd like to call Ambika, who's the Chief Representative of NRW Global, to give us an idea about opportunities in the state of North Rhine-Westphalia. Ambika.
So good evening, everyone. I mean, are you awake? Just to keep you active and awake. So good evening, everybody. Can you reciprocate? Good evening. Yeah. So I think this session is turning very nicely. We started with Akim's speech where he has already covered most of the topics, the relevance between the collaboration, the highlight the power of collaboration. Then it went to Seema, where she has, or to Madhu, of course, where he has already mentioned the Indo-German business outlook. Then Seema has already, of course, widely explained about how the cooperation works further. And then now it's the time for NRW. So in Germany, we say NRW. North Rhine-Westphalia is the region in Germany. And it's an industrial powerhouse, and it's the largest region in Germany. Just to give you a glimpse of those things, I would like to play a video.
And now, what?
NRW. That's North Rhine-Westphalia in Germany. The ideal location for the future of your business, right in the middle of Europe. Digital transformation is really changing the game here.
Also smart manufacturing. Robots are caring for many things, like Paul. Well, almost like Paul.
NRW is also the best place in Europe for smart cities and new mobility.
And for some of tomorrow's most promising pilots.
We have the densest R&D network in Europe. Innovative companies and more than 100 research institutes make tomorrow's medical technology become reality today.
Little Max, he's blind, but he can read books now.
It's an ebook.
Oh, of course.
In NRW, you find top-notch startups with an innovative spirit and some of the best institutes for cybersecurity in Europe. And also, some of the most powerful supercomputers in the world.
I call her Jules.
Not forgetting our outstanding talent pool of high potentials from all around the world.
And with outstanding quality time. Okay, back to work.
All that makes NRW Europe's heartbeat. Join the beat.
Yeah. So I think I'll not repeat what have already been discussed, said, and explained by the other dignitaries. Let me come back to the figures. So as we are flowing through progressing through this session, we have seen the levels of the different discussion. Now we're coming and discussing about state to state. So Kerala have been here earlier. We have supported a delegation from Kerala to NRW as well. So it kind of, I would say, when we mention about NRW, we say that we are, of course, take pride in the classic sector, which is the industrial sectors and all, but we also working, or we are also very much ahead in the emerging sectors, right? So the Kerala is also going that way. I'll also mention few points from the other speaker, which of course mentioned that how Kerala and NRW can work together. But coming to these figures, if you see, like Kerala, we were mentioning about the talent and all. NRW is the largest population in Germany. Then we were mentioning the companies, right? Everybody looks towards company, how the German company, Indian companies are coming together. In NRW, we have 22,000 global companies. Then the one point which has been mentioned is the Mittelstand. So we also consider that SMEs, or the Mittelstand, is backbone of economy. We have around 7 lakh SMEs, and which are ready to work and collaborate with the Indian companies. In fact, when Akim was mentioning about D-Space and Edoso, these are the 2 companies which are from NRW region, are very much present in Kerala. So we have done our task there. Other way around, I would also like to mention one name here. So we are working with, engaged with the Kerala ecosystem as well, because it has to be a win-win for both the sides. I would like to mention a name because I believe in best practices, right? That it has to be the outcome. Some result should come out of all of our collaboration and discussion. So I have Mr. Ranjit. Ranjit, if you could stand up, please, and raise your hand here. So that's the company from Kerala who is starting soon in NRW. And you know what he is doing? He's a brilliant guy. He'll be offering his digital solution, our financial solution to SMEs, to German SMEs. And all the best for you, Ranjit, and thanks for joining us here today. So this is the cooperation. That's how the things should progress, actually. And we are very glad that we are able to, as Seema mentioned, that the bigger companies, maybe they don't need hand-holding, or they are already well-equipped. So our support, along with all our German players, is we are very much open to support and do the hand-holding for the SMEs, for those companies who want to expand in Europe, and also the vice versa, and we are on it. So yeah, these are certain figures. When we speak about this NRW region, Düsseldorf is the state. And of course, Cologne is known. We were mentioning about medtech sector and biotech sector. Medica, the largest fair, is conducted in Düsseldorf. Cologne is also hub for medtech. Then we were talking about the students and talent mobility. Aachen University is there, University of Cologne is there. In fact, they have their offices very much present in India to support the students here for the exchange between India and Germany. So let me go to the next slide. Of course, all the points I'll not be covering, but I'll be very much here, and if you need any information, I'll be happy to help. Yeah, so I was mentioning about some of the clusters. So when I say how do we support, see, alone myself or one organization cannot support a company. So there are particular clusters present in our region, and not in our region, other German states as well, which are specifically catering to the needs of specific sectors. So when we speak about automotive, there's a special cluster. When we speak about medtech, there's a special cluster, or sustainability or renewable energy, so special cluster is there. DG hubs are also there, which are helping startups. Then the university is also there. So there is a conducive environment or conducive atmosphere for the companies to grow. And these are the companies who are also working there, as well as coming to India and doing the work further. Yeah, we spoke about some of the sectors. Maybe I'll not able to cover all the sectors, but let me mention few of them. So how do we collaborate? When we say, okay, the GCC should come to India from, to use India as a talent sector or the hub. So the IT is one focus sector where I have seen lots of growth or lots of requirement coming from both the side, where the Indian engineers or Indian talents can literally support the German companies, and those collaboration or those kind of exchange are happening, and you will see lots of more and more companies coming to India in the near future as well. We were speaking about talent mobility. I must say that is recently we have seen the pace. There are certain companies from Kerala also who are opening their office there, because the German side also we need talent. So that is also one area. Smart manufacturing, healthcare, biotech we have already mentioned. chemical industry, automotive, hydrogen, renewable energy. So we were mentioning about some of these major names. So Henkel, ThyssenKrupp, Evonik, these all are the major brands, or Bayer. Those are not only German companies. For example, Bayer is present in India from 127 years. So we mention them as the Indian company only. Yeah, so these are few names. So Adesso, D-Space, as we were mentioning, they are very much present in Kerala, and I'm very glad about that. These are certain Indian companies. There are, of course, lots of major brands also there, but I wanted to mention the SMEs as well, because they have opened the offices there. Then what have we done so far? Now we have also signed an MOU with the NASSCOM. We started with the IT sector, where we are offering co-working space, and these are the 5 regions who have come forward to support the Indian companies with their offering their co-working space or launchpad, and to have the chance to collaborate with the local ecosystem as well. These are certain the news articles where we see how the collaboration is proceeding, whether it's a renewable energy between Tata and Tata Power RWE, whether the others are there. So the momentum is still on, but I think we need to do lots of things, lots of kind of push from both the sides, so that we have the German company presence in India, and of course Indian company present in Germany. In Germany or in NRW, Sima was mentioning there are 650 companies are there. 130 companies are present in NRW region as well. So yeah, here we are. What we do, we are fully owned by the Ministry of Economic Affairs for NRW region, and we provide pro bono initiative or pro bono services for the Indian companies who are looking to expand their horizon or expand in the Germany in NRW region. So I'll be happy to support you or answer your questions later on or now also, and this is me, and you can note down the email's ID, and I'll be happy to support you further as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambika, for that. As she says, she's here. Please contact her if you have any further questions. And finally, we have Dr. Julie Riviere, who's the GIZ India Country Director, standing between this audience and the Norwegians who are knocking at the door. But let's hear what GIZ does in India. Dr. Riviere.
Okay. So my name is Julie Riviere, and guess where I'm from? NRW. I am really from exactly that state. I'm from Bonn, so not from Düsseldorf or Cologne or whatever. I'm from Bonn, and that is okay also. So anyway, you should go and come and check it out for yourself. It's pretty nice. So I'm the country director for German development for GIZ here. That is part of the German Development Corporation. We have almost 600 people working for this organization in 22 states. One of them is Kerala, and we're working with over 20 ministries. So we are currently implementing 13 different projects here in Kerala, and we have been working closely with the public and private sector organizations in the state to develop lasting solutions for sustainable development across health, water, agriculture, energy, and skills development. We do recognize the crucial role of the private sector in Kerala's development, and we have several active public-private partnerships where we assist local businesses in co-creating and adapting sustainable practices and technologies, which in turn contribute to economic growth as well as social and environmental protection. We do have a stall out there, so we are happy to tell you more about that. And I will continue by saying that we have collaborated here with the Kerala government to promote sustainable and inclusive urban development, to develop lasting solutions in urban planning, universal health coverage, urban waste, and marine litter management. As far as green mobility is concerned, we are helping in the transition to electric mobility in Kerala, particularly here in Kochi. We have assisted in the rollout of electric rickshaws, providing technical and financial support to a number of cooperatives. In terms of green hydrogen, we heard about that earlier, we are working with the green hydrogen ecosystem here in Kerala, and we are assisting in coming up with a roadmap for green hydrogen in Kochi aiming to create a model for other Indian states. There are several projects in the area such as climate change mitigation, sustainable agriculture, vocational training. We all try to contribute, or they all try to contribute to Kerala's overall sustainable and economic development. In the future, we would like to also assist a bit more for Kerala's workforce to be even more skilled than it is right now. We heard it's already very, very skilled, but there's a lot of interest specifically in the Kerala workforce. So we're supporting a range of industries from construction to engineering, biotechnology, information technology, and healthcare. Under the Green and Sustainable Development Partnership, which is the roof for everything that we are doing, and it was signed between Prime Minister Modi and our Chancellor Scholz in 2022, we have agreed to accelerate global investments in the field of renewable energy in India, and that also goes for Kerala. Kerala is a frontrunner in this area. It generates 70% of its power through sustainable sources and boasts of an EV penetration rate of 13.5%, significantly above the national average. I also learned that Cochin International Airport is the first fully solar-powered airport in the world. Congratulations for that. So we are happy to be working with you in this beautiful progressive state, and we do hope that Kerala shall prove to be a shining example of public and private sector cooperation between the two countries. Let me just give you a quick overview of the projects. In health, we are contributing to the PMJ program to achieve universal health coverage in India, also here in Kochi. As far as water is concerned, we are working on water security, climate adaptation in rural India, here in Kerala. We are working in terms of urban mobility on air quality, climate protection, and accessibility to promote environmentally friendly mobility transition in Indian cities. We are working on smart cities. You heard about smart cities, and Kochi is a smart city, to fulfill the minimum standards for human habitation with innovative concepts for sustainable urban development. In terms of management of organic waste in India, we are trying to help to improve sustainable organic waste management. We are also trying to prevent, through a number of activities, marine litter in ecosystems to prevent plastic waste leakage into marine and coastal ecosystems by using resource-efficient and circular economy approaches. We also are working with the solid waste management companies to prevent marine litter further. In terms of agriculture, we are working on sustainability and value added in the agricultural supply chains by increasing sustainable cotton and spice production and strengthening domestic supply chains. We are supporting the enhancement of smallholder spice farmers' capacities in sustainable farming. In terms of energy, we are working with operator employees of power plants to adapt to fluctuating power generation from renewable energies in order to enhance technical and personal capacities of the operators. We are working with the discoms. And finally, we're working with innovative solar to create new spaces for synergetic usage of solar energy in India. If it comes to skilling, we have a skilling program here, and we are working with the Triple Win program for nurses, and already a number of nurses from Kerala have made their way to Germany. This program has recently also been implemented or started being implemented in Telangana. Yeah, so there is a lot that we are doing, and Kerala is doing a lot by itself. We are working very closely with the mayor and a number of communities and many other organizations, because we believe in partnering with those that are on the ground. If you need any further information, because we're doing quite a big, we have a stall out there right next to Vietnam and next to Thailand, and Australia is there, so come and see us. And now I am turning over to our friends from Norway because they are waiting for their turn. Thank you very much, and you all have a good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Julie, for that. Before I hand it over back to the organizers, a big round of applause and thanks for all the speakers. If you have a burning question, they're right here. Please find them. There's also a German stall outside. You will find some people there as well who will tell you all about Kerala in Germany and Germany in Kerala. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the wonderful session. I hope it was fruitful for everybody. As he has already mentioned, there is a stall outside for other Q&A sessions. You can please visit the store. Now, we move on to the session where we appreciate the ladies and gentlemen who have been here. Yeah, obviously, before the photograph, once again, I would like to invite all the dignitaries on the stage for receiving a memento from our side as a token of appreciation. For giving away the token of appreciation, the mementos, I like to invite Dr. Sebastian Thomas, Deputy General Manager, KSIDC. So please.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Good afternoon. Very good.
Requesting Dr. Sebastian to please present the memento to His Excellency Ahim Burkhardt. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for His Excellency.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next up, I request Mr. Thomas John to please come up on the stage to receive the memento from Dr. Sebastian. Following him, we have Mr. Madhusudanan, Regional Director. Please. Next up, we have Mr. Madhusudanan.
Group photo, then again we have to come back.
Next up, I would like to invite Ms. Seema to the stage to receive the memento. Following her, I request Ms. Ambika to join us on the stage. Last but not the least, Dr. Julie, can we please have you on the stage? And I request everybody to please join us on the stage for a group photograph. And how can we not forget the person who has led the entire session for us, Mr. Farhan Wamia. Can we please have a round of applause for him and invite him on the stage to receive the memento from Dr. Sebastian?